Hey guys, welcome back. I just wanted to do another DCTH update after today, and being that I'm not sick anymore, pretty much, try to keep the ball rolling. Today we opened up over 7 cents and we dipped to 6.05 cents. Now, I thought the dip would probably be around 6.8 cents today, but unfortunately, that's pretty much where we closed at, was 6.8. I think I said 6.87 or something like that. But unfortunately, it wasn't the dip. It was actually where we ended up closing. There's a lot of resistance at 6.75 today, and but there was a ton of buys today. Let's actually, if we can pull up. Oh wait, no, time and sales doesn't let me scroll on this for some reason. But if we pull up, let's just see really quick. If we just pull up today here. Let's do it by size. Okay, check this out. 50,000. Okay, it didn't even pull up the whole day, unfortunately. But, I mean, we had plenty of blocks this size, and we had tons that were 100Ks, 200Ks, big buying going on. So even though a lot of weak hands sold, so many big blocks were bought today that it was very interesting. First, we're going to look at the 60-minute chart here. You can see our stair stepping and our down. And here's where we're at today. Today was the 18th, of course. Get our vertical tool out. Start right here on the 18th. That was the 15th. Here's our first candle. Okay. So as you can see, we opened up, around 7.95 cents. And then we had our dip here down to 6.05, or yeah, 6.05 cents. And then we just kind of slowly recovered after that. And that's pretty much what happened this day on the 15th. And it's pretty much what happened. Well, this one had a lot more downtime, but on the 13th as well. So we're having morning dips and then stabilizing horizontal afterwards. The question I guess everybody's asking, is where's the next morning dip and how far do we go? I honestly, again, the chart is still stabilizing and it's crazy, so I don't want to give hard guesses. But psychologically, I still think that we're so near bottom, I don't know how much further we can go. Tons of people are saying 5 cents, and it now seems more realistic, but I don't know how it can go back to 5 cents again. And I would love to be proven wrong, just because being proven wrong is nice. You get to learn something. But, I mean, obviously I don't want to be proven wrong because then the price is low, but I'm okay with being wrong and it does go to 5. As long as it's super stable and doesn't go below 5, that would make me happy. But basically what I wanted to show on the 60-minute right now is the stochastic momentum and the Chand and the MACD right now. All of these on the 60-minute look pretty good to me. If we make the stochastic bigger here, we got our buy signal, which we've talked about many times, the fast going over the slow, which as you can see, when that happens, it's pretty nice. Back here, that's when our little pop was there. And unfortunately here, though, it was happening and it was during this whole dip thing. So not much we could do about delistment making things not happen. But as you can see, though, it was opened way down here and then it went back up, and that's why we got that cross. Opens on the left side, this little sticking out bar, and closings on the right for that time period. Now, but anyway, we had the buy signal here nearing the end of the day, and it held steady and actually went up a little bit after that happened. I know it's hard to see because the price action was not very big. But anyway, I just wanted to show that. I thought that was a very good sign after staying stable all day. After, of course, after the dips and everything, because where's the beginning of the day again? Yeah, right here. So, yeah, after we dipped, we pretty much just climbed. So we only had one candle, or one bar on the hourly that was a huge dip, and then our only other red was neutral. So, I mean, that's not bad, guys, considering all the crap we're going through. That's not bad. Now let's get stochastic momentum out of the way. And now we have our Chand. And as you can see, we were way oversold, super close to being normal, and oversold again. And now we're climbing back up. So even when we got back in this oversold range, like I said yesterday, I didn't think it was going to last that long, and it didn't. It was very short. And we climbed back out, dipped and steadied, but even here, when we were losing momentum, we still had green candles. So very good sign here, especially with the combination of the stochastic momentum. And now if we pull up the MACD, we're still going down. So remember yesterday I said this looked really good and that it may lead to a buy signal in a day or two. Well, it dipped some more. And now it looks like again it's going to be a buy signal maybe tomorrow. I would really like it to happen tomorrow around, yeah, maybe 10:30, 11:30. That'd be really nice if that could happen, right? But we may just keep doing this little blip action. I don't know. It's going to be hard to see. But again, the more the MACD dips, the more it likes to snap back. We go back here. Bam, look at the snapback. If we go back here, look at the snapback. So, and even back here, look at that snapback, right? So it will recover when it does. It's just a matter of determining when that's going to actually happen. But just more and more it wants to. Like something is holding us down still a bit. We were getting some ask walls when we were getting momentum again, but nothing like we were on the NASDAQ. I honestly think it's trading better on OTC right now. Not having all those naked shorts and everything is wonderful. As much as we're hating the OTC right now and everything, I'm just liking the action. I'm not worried about it at all. Honestly, I think we're just at a point of what is the very bottom? When does recovery start? And how nice will the recovery be? As you can see, I just have kind of a blank chart here now because it's hard to map out at the moment. One thing we did in the Discord today is we did try to see if it was getting out of the negative channel that it was in. So let's go back. Let's do a 30-minute, just so we have a little bit more data in terms of bars. And let's see how it's doing with the channel that we're in. So let's start at the bottom here and make our trend. Remember we did this in that education video not too long ago. And then we'll do the top here. And we're going to be cutting some of it off because it went horizontal for a while. But I'm going to say that that's the top peak there, using that as my marker. So we tried to break trend here, but it just couldn't sustain. I think that was kind of a little pumpage and dumpage right there. Like some people got the stock price up and then are like, oh, okay, now I can get out. There's still a ton of uncertainty right now. But as you can see, we're still in the down channel. Nothing crazy, but we are approaching an escape. So if we can use, the MACD and everything, if it works out, well, we can maybe escape this tomorrow, maybe around noon even. That would be wonderful. Let's go and zoom in some more here. Now, as you can see on our stochastic, we even have a buy signal now. It didn't quite cross under and go up, but it's still up and above, and it's diverging away, which is what we want to see. I'm just thinking, is there anything else we could pull up? I did pull up the accumulation distribution, and we're still in distribution. But again, after those morning dips, we level off. So I don't know how far we can get down on this distribution, to be honest with you. But this is pretty much the lowest that we've been for a minute. Let's actually pull up our daily really quick. Check out this accumulation distribution. Okay. So yeah, I mean, it's actually going away from the stock price, right? Except for like right here mostly. So this is very interesting, but I don't want to go too much into that right now. But yeah, I mean, you can see our little downtrends here. I'm not sure I can get too much out of a fib right now, but I do want to mark with the horizontal here and see where we're at from the dip of 6 cents here, 605. Screw it, I'll just leave it at 599. So if you look here, we've dipped back to levels we were at pre-jump after that RS vote situation last time. So that's why a lot of people are saying that we might see 4 or 5 cents, because that's just the range we were floating in those days before the RS vote anticipation. And I think there's just too much new money and too many bag holders for us to ever see 2 cents again. There's no way. I mean, if it, again, I would love to be proven wrong, but I just don't see any way that's going to happen. And I honestly don't even think we're going to see 4.2 cents. I mean, it's just, there's too much money and too many people that were in at higher prices, I think, for it to dip too much further. But having said that, I think in the morning we will get a dip as usual, and it is very possible we might see 5.1 cents. Not saying it's going to happen. We could reverse, start our trend, and get out of the down channel, like I said, by noon possibly. But you have to look at both sides. You can't just say, oh, I'm bullish, and so I can only talk about going up. There's always a chance the stock can go down. Never think that it's just going to always go up just because you want it to. You know what I mean? So just based on these past resistance bars here and everything, I'm saying around 5.1 cents to 5.9 cents tomorrow. For the morning dip range. And honestly, I think that we'll recover back up to where we closed today. So around, what was it, 6.87 cents or so. We'll probably, I think that we're going to dip and then come back up to that. And if momentum is on our side and the buy signals and indicators are going well for people's alerts and scanners, if we get enough momentum, we might pop back up to the levels I wanted to see today. I wanted to see 7 cents or so. But it all depends, momentum and things like that. So again, these are just guesses right now. I'm not doing a lot of fib work. It's just the chart, like I said, it's settling. We don't know what our bottom is yet. So it'll be very interesting to see how low we go. And just let's hope it's not too low, right? Because we want our recovery to start soon. Let's just really quickly just do a quick retracement on the fib arc just to see if anything looks interesting. And we'll go from this little, not the whole peak, but just on that little midpoint, go down to our low right now, which is here. All right, so we got a little bit of action there, a little test and dip, a bit of testing action, try to stay on top. It could not. See, this actually fits better today than it did yesterday, this little fib thing, because it's like a direct line into the bottom there. So, I don't know. I think we're still in dead man zone. We're still going to see some more dippage. Not sure how far and not sure when the recovery is, but normally about in this zone is when it starts recovering, like I said yesterday. So again, it's going to be, like I said, slow Monday, slow Tuesday most likely, but recovery should start soon, and at least we should find a new stable point to build off of. That's pretty much all I got for this, guys. I could drone on longer and longer, but I'm not sure how much more useful information I have. I would like to try something really quick though. Let me put in a vertical here. Let's just see. What do we have? 18th, so 30 days. So let's go to 1018. Okay. And sometimes I like to do this just to see what happens. What I'll do is, you see that we have this trend line going here, and it's at, what are we at? Actually, let's get our horizontal. Now, this isn't a method I've seen anywhere or anything. This is just something I like to do, so don't take this too seriously right now. And what we're going to do is with this, we're going to do a trend the other way, but matching it exactly. Sorry, I'm trying to get this pretty good click point here. Okay, that'll work. Okay. And then let's get rid of this one and do a fib fan the other way. Okay. So as you can see, you hit that little point there. That's nice. So the reason I like doing this is not only is it symmetrical, but for some reason Fibonacci's like symmetry. So it just, I can't really explain it, guys. Don't worry about it. I don't know. It looks like to me that, I mean, the way this trend, if you match it, we might ride this lower one, the 61.8. So we might see some good stuff tomorrow. Again, this is speculation. The chart's still recovering. We don't know what bottom is. Okay, let's see here. But if we go off our low one here, tomorrow's the 19th. If we go off our low trend, we're looking at about 576. And if we go with our high trend, looking about 7.25 cents. So I'm hoping, keyword, that we see 576 as our lowest low tomorrow. Remember, this is just quick fibs off a trick that I use that's not traditional or anything like that. So don't take it for what it's worth, which is nothing. So, but yeah, I think maybe 7.25 cents to 5.76 cents. Let's see what happens there. I would be happiest if we just follow this main symmetrical trend line. Ooh, and that would leave us at that bar. See how things match up sometimes? Alright, so 6.8 cents. We might just be flat tomorrow. Anyway, that's my hope, guys. Dip to 5.76. Flat line around 6.8 with possible enough momentum and volume to see 7.25 cents and start this recovery trend. Will it happen? I don't know. Do I hope it happens? Yes. But we'll see. I'll go ahead and leave this chart intact and we'll come back to it next video just so we can compare what I thought with what actually happens and see how it goes. Anyway, guys, that was a lot longer than intended. Hopefully it wasn't too boring. And have a good night and good luck to everybody.